Thank you, Vincent. We will keep you updated on that story. Now to an Action News investigation. A grand jury report is pointing out problems with the Clovis Cemetery District, from lapses in landscaping to a lack of financial audits. The issues are causing disappointment and distress for grieving families memorializing lost loved ones.
Action News reporter Kate Nemerich is live in studio tonight with where the grand jury says the district fell flat. Kate?
Hey, Margot. Warren, the report found a failure to maintain audits of spending, failure to post public meetings, and some landscaping issues due to a decrease in employees. But one of the most distressing shortfalls for families is the lack of a required website, which complicates the process of laying their loved ones to rest.
Is something missing in the Clovis Cemetery District? That's the question posed to the Fresno County Grand Jury, which now says the answer is yes. The Clovis Cemetery District is a special district and is responsible for 5 cemeteries in the eastern part of Fresno County. Because of its status, the district is required to follow rules and regulations set by the Local Agency Formation Commission, or LAFCO. Of the violations found by the grand jury, the most upsetting to families were lapses in maintenance of the grounds and the lack of a website. Clinton Nealand lost his wife of 54 years, Judith, in 2021 to COVID. Her death was devastating to the family.
When there would be hard times, she would be the encouragement that would keep me going. She was just a very loving mother and grandmother and great-grandmother, and everybody loved her and loved being around her.
The process to get her buried at Clovis Cemetery added more stress after the sudden loss.
There was no way to reach them through the web. There was no way to, all you had to do was leave a message. Sometimes I'm not sure, if it was heard or not, because it was not responded to.
Nealand says at the time of his wife's death, he asked about prepaying fees for his own burial, but never heard back. The grand jury reported the district is currently working on a website, which Nealand hopes smooths communication in the future. The district is funded in part by property taxes and by gravesite purchases and burial fees. The report found the district does not have a formal budget and had not been through an audit since 2019, while they're required to conduct yearly audits by state law.
It's important, of course, for special districts to follow a lot of these rules. Transparency, access for the public, all of that is important. With audited financial statements, it gives an opportunity for an outside entity to take a look at the operations of any organization and provide recommendations.
According to the report, one of the reasons the district hadn't been audited in nearly 5 years was because their former accounting firm was disqualified from practicing. The district is governed by a board of trustees appointed by the County Board of Supervisors. Supervisor Nathan Magsig says changing leadership could have led to discrepancies.
The report did state the district was aware of most of the issues and working on improvements prior to the investigation. That includes having a qualified accounting firm prepare financial records from 2018 through 2023. Representatives for the district told me they were not ready to make a statement on the report as they still need to review it. They have 90 days to respond to the grand jury. Warren?